I want to take a moment to introduce you all to public enemy number one, someone who is a dire threat that you didn't even know about.
In the nature of the threats, we would also be asking for GPS with house arrest conditions to protect the community.
With her head in her hands, Brianna Boston learned she would be held in jail on $100,000 bond. The Polk County judge adding the bond was appropriate given the, quote, status of our country.
It's not like she's a child. She's 42 years old, so we're not dealing with a child here. She should certainly know better.
She seems horrific. In fact, if she is released on bond, they want an ankle monitor on her because they need to keep track of her for the safety of the community. And she's being charged with serious crimes, threats to conduct a mass shooting or an act of terrorism. This woman. So what exactly did she do that got her into all this trouble?
Authorities say in a recorded phone call about a denied insurance claim, Boston told a Blue Cross Blue Shield employee, quote, delay, deny, depose. You people are next, end quote. The language matches the words police say were written on the shell casings found at the United Healthcare CEO's murder scene in New York City.
We will take this very seriously, and we will put you in jail if you do something like this. It is not a joke.
According to Boston's affidavit, the mother of three told police she did not own firearms and was not a danger to anyone. But she added, healthcare companies played games and deserved karma because they are evil.
Yep, on a phone call after being denied coverage, she flippantly said, delay, deny, depose, you people are next. Doesn't own a gun, has never been in any trouble, and they're treating her like public enemy number one. They're going to make an example out of her. I'm going to tag her. There's an attorney on TikTok who I follow who just told a story today. She had a client in Florida, like where this took place, who he started feeling sick after he ate dinner. Midway through dinner, he would get up and have a cigarette and then come back in. And one time he came back in and his food looked discolored. It had like a blue color, and he thought that was weird. Turns out his wife was putting rat poison in his food. He figured out he was being poisoned. Contacted the police. They said, we'll save the food next time so we can test it. So the next time something weird happened, he saved the food. Took it to the police. They said, what do you want us to do with it? Test it. Oh, we can't do that. So his nephew helped him out, put up cameras, and on camera caught her coming in when he was out of the room and pouring stuff in his food and mixing it up. It was enough to take to a judge, and that judge grant a permanent restraining order to a woman that he lived with and was married to. A permanent restraining order, and the judge said on the record, it's clear this woman was trying to poison and kill him, and guess what the police did? Nothing. They still wouldn't investigate her. They still wouldn't arrest her. When they have her on video putting poison in his food and he had the food for them to test, wouldn't do it. But this woman, who in a moment of frustration and desperation making that statement, she's dangerous. Sounds like some people who just want some headlines. There was a GoFundMe for her that's been taken down because you can't raise money directly for defense if you're charged with certain things. If any kind of thing comes out to actually help her, I'll let you all know. But the fact that this is the world we live in, that police will be upset over this and not over like someone being poisoned to death, is just, it's hard to accept.